or in the blurb above the chat. Anyway, here we are on Ultra Love.
Yeah, in the bottom left of Ultra Love, it is Kior. He beat Rogue to get here. He is ready to go.
And beating Classic to get here, it's Dark. All right.
Not too bad, not too bad, not too shabby at all. So, let's see what opening Dark goes with here. He did like a lot of 15 hatch with extractor tricking in his first series against Rogue. Or, wait. His first series, no, not against Classic, right? He didn't do a 15 hatch against Classic.
I think you're
He
getting
did
the
not.
Zergs
No,
mixed up.
I am. That is certainly the case. Rogue went for 15 hatch. It was not Dark here. He liked 16, 18, 17 as he's doing here.
Easy mistake to make. The two best Zergs in the world.
Right.
It's like the best Zerg in the world. No, the other best Zerg in the world.
I'm casting both of them today, gosh darn it.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that, so. Yeah. All right.
Ultra Love, a lot of distracting things on the map. Red black holes, blue black holes. I don't think they actually have a color in the real world, but I don't think we know quite what they look like anyway.
Yeah, no, I don't think they do. We could be in a black hole for all we know.
Mm-hmm.
I may talk a bit less this series because my voice is definitely on the way out. Okay, command center for Cure goes for the Reaper. Cure was able to get the odd drone against Rogue with the Reaper, but no such success.
Ooh, yeah. BattleNet says they're experiencing a DDoS attack right now. That's exciting.
Oh, nobody log out.
Yeah, no one ever log out ever again. Done. All right, Lings. Can we get anything done in here? Probably not. There is a very small chance you'll find any damage, but we're across the map anyway. And, you know, forcing the SCVs to run is not nothing. Getting inside the main base. Oh, he gets an SCV. One of them.
Two? Not
Two
bad.
of them. I take it back. Totally finding damage with 4 Lings. That speed timing was beautiful. Yeah, two SCVs down for 4 Lings. Heck yes, that's fantastic. Let's go. Third base, bonk. Done now for Cure at 350. Banshees coming in here too. The Banshees did a lot of work from him, or for him, in the last series.
Okay, Kier loses two SCVs, wants to get 2 drones, but he will not succeed.
What you gonna do with this lair, my friend? What are the plans here?
Yeah, we haven't really seen mutas today.
That's true. Pretty good against Banshees, Hellions, and Reapers, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I don't think Ultra Love is a bad map for them either. Banshee adding its DPS to the Hellions and Reaper to try and deny the 4th base. Last event that we had Darken, we did see him be rather consistent in regards to taking an extra base whenever possible, so I hope we see that again. That way if he loses one to the aggression of Kier, that he'll have an extra.
100%.
Banshees find a few drones that were just transferred to that gas. That is painful for the Zerg. Looks like that's 7 dead drones.
Man.
Yeah, Dark's Overseer a little bit out of position to help deal with those.
Yeah, it doesn't even have Overlord speed, nor is he working on it. So good luck chasing those Banshees down with a slow Overlord, slow Overseer. Infestation Pit coming in. Just getting started now. Working on the old Glial Reconstitution and +1 Ground Carapace. Dark knows what's up here. Yeah, until now, I think it's just roaches to keep things safe. We'll see what he does with that hive when he finishes it. It started now. Whether that's going to be for Vipers, whether it's going to be maybe some Ultralisks coming out. Not very popular these days, unfortunately, but I hold out hope for them sometimes.
Yeah, Dark's a guy who will use pretty much everything. From time to time, anyway.
Yeah, these upgrades kicking in for the Zerg quite nicely. Groove Spines, Missile Attack level 1, Glial Reconstitution, and Ground Carapace finishing virtually simultaneously. That was pretty smooth out of Dark. And then trying to drop in there. Are there enough Lings to shut this down? No, actually. And the Overseer gets sniped. Roaches show up. They have to get out of there, but that was some good trades. Yeah, immediately getting +2 missile attack. Terran's working on his combat shields and +1/+1. So he's down. There you go. Just finished there. So even upgrades now. For there was a window where Zerg was ahead on those upgrades, which is always nice. Muscular augments coming in. Viper production has begun. Not that the hive is done. So yeah, Vipers for Abducts on these medevacs can be pretty good. Parasitic Bomb on the medevacs also a great target. Kier just bouncing around saying, you don't have a Spire. You just, but you have some Hydras, though. So you got to watch out for those medevacs once they're Hydras that start pumping out onto the field like that.
Yeah, and he did not watch out as he loses a full medevac. However, he's got tanks and a nice choke point. All of a sudden, rolling up on Dark. Dark frantically killing rocks to buy himself time. Kier is actually going to shoot those down. I was wondering if he was just going to siege his tanks behind them. But that is not the case, so he's going to try and push on through.
Yeah, coming into a little choke here, but my goodness, I don't know if there's enough for Roach Ravager to deal with this. Concave's going to help immensely. A couple of ducks on these tanks would be pretty incredible, too. A Blinding Cloud could help.
The tanks are fairly clumped up, so Blinding Cloud could be strong. We see Dark wanting to get these Vipers forward, trying to get as much energy on them as possible before taking the fight. He's got to get them casting spells, and he does use 2 Blinding Clouds immediately. Sets them gathering more energy. He targets down 1 tank. However, 1 is not enough when there's that many for the Terran, so they're just dealing tons and tons of damage. The Zerg has lost most of his buffer for these Hydras. 1 Hydra tries to pick off a tank. It gets killed before it's able to do so. Kier's push is lethal right now.
Yeah, this is some absolutely brutal stuff. Abducting the tanks in and then sniping them. That helps a lot. More and more roaches in production. Missile attack level 2 and Ground Carapace coming in now from the Zerg player 2 is going to help a lot.
Yeah, the upgrades.
Yeah, just trying to do this without any Banelings whatsoever. That tank is definitely dead once you're falling back, but 2 more tanks behind him. Reinforcements have been good from Cure, taking big tank shots onto the Hydras, but I think Dark is barely holding on.
Incredible hold by Dark. He's still not necessarily out of the woods, but he is successfully pushing the Terran back. We see Lunge to chase down some medivacs. Kier solidifies his position, though, with a tank and some Liberators, but his attack failed. It was darn close to succeeding, but Dark with great timing, spellcaster usage, carried by his just good macro to get those upgrades, giving him an advantage in that final fight. And now Kier, I mean, he's in an awkward spot. It's just a 4th base starting now.
Yeah, he really put a lot into that attack, bringing Liberators with him, but those got abducted and put out of defender mode as well.
Oh, look at that. Dark pouncing on top of the Terran's bio. It does have 2-2 now, so, I mean, they're on even upgrades. Kier will even potentially have 3-3 done when there's no further upgrades for Dark, which could help him out. The Zerg player, not one to waste time, though, is going for a backstab with these Hydras, Roaches, and even a couple Vipers joining in. They will get pushed away, but this is how Dark plays. He just looks to create opportunities for himself, sending a few Hydras now towards the 4th base location. He's probably going to be pleased to see there's not even a 4th on location there yet.
Yeah, that's some good stuff, but Hydras alone are not going to stand very well against these Marines with Stim, with the upgrades here. Dark checked the 4th and then went home.
Yeah, he
Viper
almost...
sharking around, Lurker Den on the way.
Okay, Dark decides to try and go through the center, abducts a tank, Liberator, and another tank, so not a bad trade at all for the Zerg. Maybe not the greatest one, though, kind of just taking that fight in an impromptu fashion, and now he's on the defensive once again as the Terran is stimming forward. Kier doesn't even have his 3-3 done yet, but he is seeing this as a potential opportunity. Roaches do come in, though, to buffer for the Hydras, and Kier is going to be forced back once again. You can't blame him for trying there, though.
No, definitely not. I think he hoped that would go a lot better for them than it did, but yeah, the Roaches on the flank attack helped immensely there. Hydras are able to stay alive a little bit longer. Vehicle weapons level 2 coming in is awesome on these tanks as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, 3-3 is relatively close to finishing up for Kier. That is going to be a big upgrade timing for him. The Zerg is trying to get out Lurkers, but they do take a little bit to build, and that is just the first one about to finish up. I mean, one Lurker is better than none, though, as it locks down that position.
Yeah, it definitely does. Against these number of Marines, absolutely going to do just fine. Siege tank firing on that Lurker's a problem, though. They lunge away from battle. Hilarious stuff on these guys. Then abandoning the tank. Oh, sniping the tank out. Great micro there from Dark.
Yeah, beautifully done by Dark here. He's got the 3-3. He's trying to find a nice angle of attack, but Dark is on it, chasing this army away. Will we see a parasitic bomb on the Medivacs? Yes, good micro by Kier to split away from that. The upgrade advantage doesn't even seem to be helping the Terran that much, as there's simply so much Zerg. And yeah, this game is a little dicey for Kier, as Dark is gonna slowly build up a Lurker count, I imagine.
Yeah, 100%. The more Lurkers that are in this position, the easier it's going to be to hold. Good snipe on that Spore and then just darting in there, but yeah, I don't know about that. Huge concave. Again, Corrosive Vials trying to take down some Medivacs, but Siege Tank getting free hits off. I don't know, Dark is losing a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, Kier has his army reset once again, aside from the Medivacs. Dark using Lunge again. And Kier, he's pushed back to the middle of the map once again. It's not like Dark's been macroing up incredibly behind this. He's been on 71 drones pretty much since these fights started, like 5 minutes ago. However, he's now got +3 Carapace, relatively close to finishing up. He fires up 5 Lurkers, getting Seismic Spines as well. This game could still go either way, but Dark is doing his job of holding on.
100%. I mean, his job right now is to not die, which, hey, he's not dead, so good job. We've got Seismic Spines on the way for the Lurkers. A bit late on that upgrade, just considering what was happening there. But, dude, just walking into this third base, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I mean, they don't kill buildings incredibly quickly, but, dude, where's the response here from Kier? He's down 86 to 68 army supply. Trying to land a base here. Up the other side to lick. Kier's at the 12 o'clock getting some damage done against Dark at the same time, though. Might end up taking down a hatch, and he does take it down. And he shoves away Dark at the southern part of the map here, too. So that's kind of a win-win for him.
That's not bad at all. He's trying to buy as much time, as he did lose all the Marines. Well, he's about to lose all the Marines that went for that mission. So the hatch dies, 9 drones perish, but Kier falls down an army supply. he's not in a bad economic position, doing his Terran thing, dropping mules after floating the main base towards the 5th base location. But now there's so many lurkers here for Dark. Well, 6 lurkers, but that's more than Cure would like.
Yeah, absolutely. Liberator's trying to get shots off there too, taking down a supply depot to move supply block here, but 178 to 123.
Yeah.
Just consistently in favor of Dark here. Just splitting off what he needs to deal with these SCVs. Lurker denying that base. Lurker denying over here too. Where are the ghosts? There are 4 in production with Cloak on the way, but is it in time?
The 3rd not mining, the 4th not mining. Dark or Cure was going for a drop on the other side of the map. But the lurkers, they've just done so much damage to Cure. He's falling in supply. He's not been able to maintain the trades he had for the first, or for really the past like 5-10 minutes or so. He's gonna clean up those lurkers, but like losing that 4th is really painful. And he's just gonna have to hope for a miracle engagement at this point, I think.
Yeah, 100%. Some really good snipes would be awesome here. Tanks getting big hits off would be nice, but that tank gets 2 shots off before it dies. Curse of Biles landing on the ghost. Oh, on the backside flank attack. GG.
GG.
Dark takes game number 1.
Huge corrosive biles by Dark on the ghost to finish that game.
Brutal. And then the flank attack to finish off the ghost that didn't get killed by the corrosive bile. So yeah, brutal game 1 there from Cure. He almost had Dark. He had him on the ropes. Couldn't quite close it out, though. Dark just producing, spellcasting like a monster, living to fight in the next minute, and then the next minute, and then the next minute, and then from there, it is just a victory. Again, just little small groups of dudes everywhere. Down to the 4th base, up to the 3rd base, trying to hit the natural base if you can. It's just so hard to deal with Dark when he's running around with those hydras and roaches and incredibly annoying stuff.
Yeah, it was really well done.
All right, we're heading over to ley lines for game number 2 of this best of 7. Dark is the swarm. He definitely can appear to be it sometimes, without a doubt.
Yeah, and like we saw, the second that Cure had to take his foot off the gas of pressuring Dark, Dark was pressuring Cure, and that's where it all falls apart for the Terrans.
Certainly did. Ugh. Just on edge there. Just get pushed over the edge, and suddenly you find yourself on the back foot, and suddenly everything's going incredibly poorly for you. So, Dark looking good game 1, but, you know, Cure kind of got pushed around a little bit in game 1 against Rogue 2, so...
It's true.
He's got it working. Top right, on the ley lines, he's blue. It's Dark.
And in the bottom left, it is Cure sending out the early SCV. Oh yeah, he went for Reapers against Rogue on this map.
Ah, you're right. He did.
Reapers into the 2 base all in.
We'll see. We'll see what the plan is here from Cure. How much he doesn't want to go to the late game against Dark, which I imagine is a lot. Feels very strongly about this. Did we talk about I saw Mickey 17?
No, what is that? Sorry.
Yeah, it's a movie that just came out recently by the same director as Parasite, the Korean director, Bong Joon-ho, however you say his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's got Robert Pattinson kind of playing a different character in a sci-fi story about, you know, Earth is colonizing other planets and running across aliens, and we've got cloning technology, but only allowed legally in very specific ways. And it's just an interesting sci-fi story for sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, basically he plays a character that's called an expendable on the ship that's going out to this planet. And basically, if he dies, then they're legally allowed to reprint a new version of him.
Okay, cool.
But he's the only one. So basically they use him for like dangerous science experiments and stuff. Because if he dies, they can just make a new one. So he just kind of lives this terrible life of like doing dangerous stuff all the time and Everybody kind of treats them like garbage, and it's an interesting concept for sure.
Yeah, that sort of sucks.
Yeah, totally sucks, but it's okay. It works out for some people in the end.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like
Hmm.
just like the different culture or what, but like Korean movies seem like so anti-trope anyway for the most part, which makes them
Hmm.
really enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, that is nice. I mean, they honestly, the reality is they probably have their own tropes that
Yeah,
Korean viewers are like, oh, there's that one, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Joel Mang went to a double feature of Parasite and Donnie Darko. Interesting twofer there. Yeah, I imagine you left the cinema feeling absolutely terrible after those two. Crazy stuff. All right, anyway, Reaper's doing a Reaper.
Yep, as the Zerg's realization slowly sets in that this Terran isn't playing with just 2 racks. There's got to be a third.
Way too many Reapers for that. Speed's finishing in 4 seconds, which is going to be wonderful. Kier recognizes that. He's going to fall back a little bit, heal up. Going to work on that second base as one does, and Dark's third hatch is getting started too on location, which is the only thing you can do is you can't build your command center somewhere else like Terran does.
Yeah, it's a nice way for Kier to get momentum in the game. We've got +1 on the way for Kier already, so potentially building to that 2 base all-in that he went for against Rogue to great success. Now, what didn't happen against Rogue was losing all the Lings when he moved out on the map with them, as Dark has a successful pounce. And now has total map control after that.
Yeah, tough when you kind of invested a lot into those Reapers, and you'll lose them all.
Oh, look at that. Dark pulling the Overlord away, seeing that Kier was lifting the racks.
Man, it's so dangerous to do that. Like, it feels so innocuous. I'm just going to lift the racks for a second. No, 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 no. No, no.
Against Dark? No, no, no. Yeah.
Good old roaches. I wish that both Dark and Rogue were just in love with roaches in the matchup. Like,
Yeah.
they're fine. They're good. I'm not saying they're bad units, but I don't know, mix it up a little bit. I mean, they're solid. They're all around solid and fairly tanky and do good damage when the Marines aren't that upgraded, and you can turn them into Ravagers, which is cool. They have a lot of benefits to them, but my goodness, just for the sake of variety, some Mutalisks one of these days would be okay.
Yeah, mutas would be cool, but then you'd just die trying to make mutas, it seems.
Well, alright. What if we allow some safety roaches and then we make Mutalisks?
Yeah, mutas may need like a late game buff or something. I don't know. Starcraft's just so quick that like mutas in Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm, like it seemed like they had forever. When Zerg went 2-base muta, it's like, okay, well the Terran's stim is like another 2 minutes away. So the Zerg has lots of time to play with these mutas. Now it's like by the time the mutas get out, Terran's can have stim and 2 medivacs moving across the map. So
Right.
I don't know.
And defending that with mutas is hard.
Yeah, maybe we need to reduce the Spire build time a little bit or something.
Could be interesting.
I'm sure there's people that would like strangle me for that suggestion, but if you want to make mutas viable.
Yeah, I just don't know that Zerg necessarily needs the help is the problem.
No, no, like they could definitely, if they, it would be more of like a design change, I guess, like maybe
Yeah.
nerf Zerg in other areas, but buff
Right,
mutas.
right. Kind of encourage a change in playstyle.
Yeah.
So Dark's casually at 130 supply and 60 workers at 7.5 minutes. Do you have 130 supply and 60 workers at 7 minutes in your games? If not, get better.
Yep. I wish I did, that's for sure, but
Seems like a good metric to hit.
yeah, just watch how pro players play. Check the timings, like, oh, they have this supply and this many units at this time, and then try and do that.
Yeah, bingo. Set a timer. Watch the in-game clock. Whatever you want to do. Yeah, I mean, it's weird to say, but at 8 minutes, Dark's casually basically maxed out. He's got 2-2 coming in. It's going to be as difficult to deal with him now as it is late game. So, I mean, what do you even do? Maybe Ghosts a little bit faster?
Yeah, here's building to a 2-base timing, but he's going to be
Right.
pushing into like 40 roaches.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god, this is so much Zerg.
It's a lot of Zerg. Like I said, he's basically maxed out. He's 190 supply at 8 minutes. It's an 8-minute Roach max out. There used to be this build in Heart of the Swarm that was like a 13-minute Roach max, and it was like, holy crap. And then, I mean, they gave us 12 starting workers, so that has a lot to do with it. But, man, what you can do in sub 10 minutes in the game today is crazy. Yeah, Cure just doesn't have a third base. He's gonna hope his tanks are amazing here, but it's a maxed out Dark. Guy's getting Burrow and Tunneling Claws.
Hey, that's cool, but like,
That's new.
Cure's going for a push out. Yeah, he's making more stuff, but Dark's gonna have 2-2. Like, the longer this goes on, the better it is for Dark. And that is so many roaches counterattacking. Oh man, Cure is
my gosh.
screwed. He doesn't even have a third base to pretend that he can try and macro out of this situation.
No, he's
Oh,
gonna
and
cancel
his
the.
tanks.
Oh, they're left alone. Vehicle weapons level 1 is denied. He has to pick up the tanks to get him out of there. SCVs are getting murked, and then Dark's just casually working on an infestation pit back home, waiting for Burrow and Tunneling Claws to finish, so he can be even more annoying than he already is here.
Okay, how long till Cure GG's?
He's gonna fight it out. I think another 2 minutes at least. He got tanks. Dark's not gonna try to match his face in there. I don't think he needs to.
Yeah. No, he's going for a 5th base, or 4th base, pardon me, getting up an infestation pit.
He's got Burrow.
He does have Tunneling Claws, and there they go. Oh, Cure knows this. Huh, I guess he's maybe played against Dark, or maybe he noticed the slight indication that Tunneling Claws has.
Alright. This is kind of fun. Ah! Burrow, run, run, run. Oh, and Cure's made it across the map
Yeah.
at 144 supply. Not bad.
And he's
Goes to
just
Biles.
skimming on in. Has to dodge
Tank.
the Biles. The roaches
my
now
gosh.
charge on in. There's so many corrosive Biles.
Dude, it
all
is
the
so rare
roaches
to
are
see
dead.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
No, it don't. It don't. It don't.
I was wrong. I thought we had 2 more minutes. We had like 60 seconds. That was it. Hey, what's up, John Solo?
Hey,
What's up, Phoenix?
John Solo and Phoenix. I was wondering where you guys were. Sorry for being late.
2 of our favorites.
Okay, so Cure will get to pick the next map.
I don't know what you want to do here if you're Cure.
Yeah, just that Reaper thing didn't. He had his Reapers caught. That was it.
Yeah, that hurts immensely.
Abyssal.
All right, let's do it. Anyway, happy Sunday, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic time with the Starcraft today. It's been a great event.
Phoenix
Two
has
best of
supported
fives
with
that went to
100
Game
gems.
5.
Sorry for being
Classic
late.
and Dark, Cure
Can't wait
and
to see
Rogue
who
both had
wins the
incredible
finals.
opening series. And let's see if Cure can take this to a Game 7. Phoenix gifting 100 coins, or gems rather, here on Soup Live. Appreciate the support, man.
Yeah, thanks so much. That gets forwarded to the players.
Mm-hmm.
And your
And
support
how?
as is always appreciated, Phoenix. Thank you. All right, here we go.
It is the fishy map, which we all know so well at this point, either from long ago or from recently. Bottom right. It's underwater. You can kind of tell. It's Cure.
And in the upper left, it is dark. Are those tires in the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah, it's the ocean, man. Of course there's tires in the ocean.
Oh, that's depressing.
It is. This map is commentary on the state of the ecological Earth. Very sad.
You ever hear about how they like tried to create like artificial reefs out of tires,
I did, yeah.
and then it
I
just
thought
went
it worked.
horribly?
Did it not work?
No, because they're
Oh.
tires and they're light, and then ocean currents just drag them across the ocean floor and they destroy everything.
Oh, no. Missed that. Goodness. Not fun. Yeah, Psychons agrees with you. Went horribly wrong. Okay.
Drone scouting against Kier, who's down in a series. That's a good idea, Dark. Well done.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I know it hurts the economy, but in this situation,
It was a massive ecological disaster and might cost billions to fix. They won't fix it.
too late. Try again next time.
Nope.
Yeah, don't chase off creep.
You better move that Reaper further back, or Dark's gonna get that.
Nah, combat drugs kicking in. Everything's fine. I
Oh,
like how it's called combat drugs, and it just kind of like makes the Reaper glow a little bit. What the heck are drugs like in the future in the Comprulu sector, honestly?
pretty good, I guess.
I guess. They seem, I mean, to help you instead of hurting you, so that's nice.
Wasn't that in the Mengst book where there was like drug addiction or something?
For
Can't remember.
Reapers?
Uh,
I mean, sure. I mean, yeah, I think there have been stories about drug use in the Comprulu sector, but not specifically combat drugs for Reapers. Is
no. I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since I read it, but that was an alright book. Starcraft lore is pretty good. I should see if there's more Starcraft books to read.
there? Yeah, they're pretty hit and miss, I've heard. I read
Yeah.
one that was really bad, and I was like, okay.
Pardon me?
I read one that was really bad.
which one?
And it kind of Devil's Due?
Is that like the reporter one?
I can't even remember. It was like 15 years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Starcraft fan of me is just like, alright, Starcraft, I'm alright with this. 5 dead drones for 2 Hellions? That's pretty darn good. Another 2
Acceptable.
Hellions inside the natural as Kier goes for a split dive and has incredible success. 13 drones for 4
Yeah,
Hellions. Kier better build a bunker so he doesn't get counter pushed by Dark. Because right now he is in a phenomenal position and I'd hate to see him throw it away.
Yeah, 13 drones down. Still 43 from Dark. I mean, you expect
Dark
it to be...
never made any lings.
Nope. Well, a couple, right?
Well, he made the
Yeah,
first
he made
4.
like 4. Yeah,
And then they
yeah,
died,
yeah.
and he had Hellions in his base, and was like, nope, not making more lings, just building drones. Banshee rolls up, great timing. Avoids the spore. And the Hellions are now going back in, and Dark still hasn't made any lings.
My goodness.
trying to make a
trying
statement.
to split these drones. Yeah, look at him. He's actively popping drones out while the Hellions
He's
are
like,
burning
oh.
his friends.
I mean, it kind of works in Starcraft sometimes. You just, like, oh, I'm going to lose drones. Make more drones. The worst thing I can do is let my macro slip right now, but... against Kier... Oh, no, 2 injured Hellions.
The drones are
Oh,
chasing him now.
They actually get them. Nicely done.
Citizens arrest.
Dark makes 12 more drones. Losing drones, better make drones. He has no other production on the way. Hasn't started a lair yet. So he can't make an overseer. Throws up a 5th hatch though, because why not? And now he builds a Roachhorn and is on 53 drones despite losing 39.
Yeah.
Make that
Just-
40.
It's gotta be just absolutely infuriating from Kier's perspective. You're like, I've murdered so many drones. Dark must be hurting economically. And he's like, well, actually, 57 workers now. He's fine.
Yeah, he's not in a great position because he's still just got 4 queens and nothing else. But give him 2 minutes on 5 bases and he'll have like 100 supply and roaches. So. Okay, Kier's moving out. Dark needs to be building roaches now or he's just gonna die to the spile.
All right, here we go.
+1, 1 on the way. Bio's moving out. Dark's gonna die, probably.
Looking bad. 36 to 8 army supply doesn't seem to bode well for
He's
this
making
Zerg.
overlords so he can start building roaches. There they go. First 4 on the way.
He doesn't have his Carapace upgrade. It's not going to be done forever. Same with Glial Reconstitution. That's not happening either.
Yeah,
That will not be here for this battle.
Kier may be like, oh, there's going to be units to defend, surely.
Surely I can't just walk in and win right now. But then, actually, how do you only have 4 queens? How?
Well, he's making 13 roaches. Spore Crawler kills the Banshee. Bio is stimmed, and the Medivacs were a little bit later, so they're still injured.
My gosh, how is he kind of holding this? Dark.
If Dark does have a 5th base, so
Dark.
he can afford to lose one.
Dark.
Kier's gonna go to the main. Dark sees this. Great Spore Crawler, and then he moves that one.
Cannot. Dark.
If Dark
Remember
wins
when it
this
was
game,
38 to like 2 army, and now it's 72 to 70 in favor of Dark, and he's fine.
yeah, he
What the
kind
heck?
of just needs to hold on till he gets his 1-1 done. Kier does come in for a nice push at the front. However, there's the roaches coming in. Ravager, unfortunately, is in the lead, which does get picked off. Well done by Kier. Boosts into a Spore Crawler and has to get on out of there.
Donate some Marines to the cause. Ground Carapace is finishing, and I think it's going to finish in time for it to matter, which is nuts. This should not be happening.
Oh my god, Dark is so good. Kier's just, he's on.
Kier.
Kier builds a
Do you think Kier
fourth.
should have just been more aggressive?
I mean, I don't
should've
blame
gone
him
for
for thinking that Dark would have units to defend. Oh my gosh. I wish Kier would have built his 4th on location though. Like, come on, man. Okay, now he's going for a big old push. Even upgrades. Dark doesn't have very good creep spread at his 5th. And he does catch quite a few of these roaches. Corrosive Biles do give Kier pause, though. Dark's firing up more Ravagers.
Yeah, Dark's fine. 182 supply, 1-1.
Ravagers on
Corrosive
the high
Biles
ground.
from the high
Corrosive.
ground. Taking a tank out there. Beautifully done. I mean, a lot of these roaches are injured, but they've got their upgrade, which just makes them endure a little bit longer. Holy harala bob.
The Corrosive Biles were so good for Dark there. He's still got to make a bit of an awkward hold happen, and he's actually electing to abandon the position, so a very mature decision by Dark, although maybe a hard one to back up, as Kier's not going to let go.
Got another hatch. Can't say no to that.
Yeah, so now it's 4 bases to 4 bases. Close army supplies, close upgrades.
Yeah, Corrosive Biles getting dodged quite nicely. Coming around the backside on the tanks, though. No, the Ravager counter on the tanks is so good.
Yeah, most of the tanks die.
All the tanks are dead, and the surround is incredible. Kier's going to mash his way out to the south by killing like 7 roaches to get there, but he's in full retreat. Has to be wondering what happened here.
Yeah,
I killed so many drones. How is this happening?
That was a little dicey for the Zerg, as he lost most of his buffer for the Ravagers, but he had just enough. He's now making a lot more roaches, as Zerg does. And, I mean, Kier, he does have 2 tanks at a time, 2-2 about to finish up, making Vikings, which is interesting, but...
I guess the Vipers? Sure.
I guess.
Man, Dark, you're so good. He's got 2-2 for his guys. He's got +1 melee attack on the way, because why not? Kier's working on 3-3, but yeah, this positioning here, the Corrosive Biles on the tanks. Medevac's getting killed by Corrosive Biles on a large extent as well.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what an engagement. Kier, no.
Oh, he's pulling the boys. Okay, he holds.
He does. What's killing drones?
Liberator.
Liberator. Classic. Classic Liberator doing crazy stuff.
I mean, Dark was on 4 bases there, so he did kind of want to get some damage done. I'm not sure what just got hit by that. I think it was the 2 Vikings that just died. Okay.
That's fair.
Liberator comes back in. That's nice. Denying some mining. Like, Dark isn't in an amazing position. He's now getting out Infestors, which will help him, but Kier is heading towards an upgrade lead with 3-3 on the way. He's on 4 bases against a Zerg that just reestablished his 5th. He's got a lead in supply against Dark, which, when you look at Roach Ravager, that's considered good.
100%. You're right, you're right. Kier's not dead here.
Corrosive Biles going down. The Terran does try and collapse. The Biles are pretty decent, although he does take out quite a few of these Roaches and Ravagers. More Biles going down, though.
Yeah, Dark just holding, getting his own hive now, trying to get up to the 3-3 of his own. Or start getting into some lurkers. Vipers, obviously, are going to be really good. We've seen them get incredible value to... Corrosive Bile down, the Liberator. Yeah, Dark at 70 workers, just making Roaches, Ravagers, Lings. That plus attack on the Lings helps a lot. If he ever decides to do something with those. Corrosive Bile, I don't know if he's going after the Medevac or what, but he kind of missed everything with it. More Ravagers being added in, just buying time for that hive to finish so we can Viper this thing. Yeah. And getting a Baneling Nest, a little bit belatedly too.
Kier will have 3-3 to try and make this push happen. The Corrosive Biles, though, don't really care about upgrades. Dark is just so good at his placement with them. It really increases the Ravager's longevity in the game. He has now got the Infestors to try and combo with that. Still, tanks are a big threat. 5 tanks. They are heading towards +2 attack as well.
Corrosive Bile is just trying to crash on anything they can, setting up a flank attack. On the top side here is Dark. He's going around the back side. He picks off some
Beautiful
reinforcements.
fungal.
Fungal bile combination. Good there, too. Every tank is in a lot of trouble. And by that, I mean everything that Cure has is in a lot of trouble. Another fungal on the Metavax. That tank is getting some work done before it finally gets picked off. It got a few extra hits off there. Not the best target firing from Dark.
It's a little dicey as Cure maintains a bio ball. One tank remains at the back. It stays alive, needing one more corrosive bile to die. A queen drops a transfuse before getting sent to the surface. And let's see, the tank dies. Roaches are being produced. However, it's Mass Ravager being produced to counter the roaches, and that is a lot of Terran bio coming across. Can Cure take this game?
It's looking pretty good. 91 to 56 army supply is not ideal for the Zerg player. 100%. Another siege tank gets set up. Corrosive Bile is trying to hit stuff that's mobile, kind of zoning stuff back, but GG. Wow.
Holy cow. Okay,
Cure's
guys.
like finally getting the benefit. Killing all those drones.
You don't have to hit submit on those balance posts. It's all right.
Wow, looking good, Cure. Fantastic, fantastic stuff there. Way to go. So yeah, he's in trouble. He's in trouble, but he's not out of it. And as long as you keep winning, you can make yourself the victor here today. So we're going to... Yeah, Dark's map pick here coming up next.
I was gonna send the VOD to Harstum. Yeah, Harstum would probably enjoy that.
Yeah. But now you can't. Darn it. Freaking Cure won anyway.
Okay. Make sure both players are ready after that. I think... Oh, crap. Dark said 1 minute.
He did.
Nope.
Cancel. Okay.
Okay, Cure
Got it.
Good.
Nailed it.
That's another feature that can go on the list. Pause, stop, game start.
Yeah, Brood War has that. Like, why the heck wouldn't Starcraft 2 have that?
Do.
All right. Neon Violet Square is the next map. It is very violet. The name is appropriate. It is kind of a neon violet as well, so I can see where this came from.
And there is squares.
So incredibly descriptive and accurate map title name. Unlike Ultra Love, which, what the heck does that mean? Seriously. Just saying, if you're going to name your map, name it in a useful way. We appreciate that. Yeah, might be taking care of his kid.
Yeah, that
might be.
He probably is. Maybe. Dark just macroing perfectly while his kid's screaming in the background. Yeah, I do imagine every time Dark asks for a break or a pause that he is checking on his kid or looking after his kid or something. It's honestly tragic that we're going to be losing Dark before the next EWC, if we do have EWC.
Yeah, but I mean, it happens to everybody.
It's true.
At least the Koreans.
Yeah. just when he's playing so good.
Yes, that's true. In the way of an Eddie. Yeah, stupid long map name for a name that's not even that good or descriptive, Dolmang. They just called it Eddie from that point on. That's funny.
All right. Not going down without a fight. In the upper left, it's Kier.
And in the bottom right, up 2-1 in a best of 7, it's Dark. Seen some people on social media who are like, I'm not talking to some Canadians who are like, I'm not talking to my American friends because of how the government is treating Canada. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
that's an overreaction, but you can do what you want.
I guess it kind of depends on the context, whether their American friends are being assholes or not about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, didn't really say they were. And it was all my American friends. It wasn't like specific subsets of them.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad we're still friends laughing games.
I'm glad we're friends too.
Wonderful. All right, Dark, time for some crazy proxy shenanigans. That was really fun against Classic. You can do it again.
Yeah. Let's see if he loses 40 drones and just builds more.
Madman. All right, Reaper, what you got? 1 kills, 2 kills, 0 kills. Get it?
Ooh.
No, Spore. How dare you steal my kills?
Beautiful micro by Dark.
Yeah, and to, lose some resources there to turn into a Spore and then cancel it, but it's all good. Like the third base on location here from Cure.
Yep.
Some people hold that back base for later, but Cure in this game's like, nah, let's just take it now.
Yeah, it seems Terrans like to build it on location. Save the flying time. Nope. Oh, great. Is he gonna get it? Nope. No.
Oh, man.
Meanwhile, Dark slings are just like, Dark hears you. Dark doesn't care as they keep attacking this rock.
5 more minutes, we'll have those taken care of, sir. Don't worry.
Hold up. This is the 4th command center.
At 4 minutes, no less. I like it.
That is mental.
Our forces are under attack.
Is that legal?
No. I believe the Starcraft police will be here any minute, and Kira will be taken into custody.
We better check the rule book on this one.
Totally.
I'm pretty sure there's a clause that says no Terran will take a 4th prior to the Zerg taking a 4th. Before the 4-minute mark. It's called the rule of 4s. Section 4.4. Okay. This Banshee for Kier better not die, seeing as how he's going to need it to potentially defend his 4th base.
Yeah, it's extra important in this game.
It's going to get 2 drones, 3 drones, 4 drones,
4
and
drones.
get out.
Smart. Really well executed there. Dark has no idea this is happening.
No,
None.
like, he hasn't even confirmed the back of the 3rd. Like, the on-location 3rd, let alone the 4th. That's an orbital command as he drops 3 mules.
Yo.
Dark's like, I'm a Zerg, I'm being so greedy. Silly Terran can't do nothing to stop me from macroing. Meanwhile, Kier's like, just give me all the money.
All right, Cure. I like this. This gambit seems to be paying off.
Yeah, I wonder how many racks he's going to go up to try and make this push. He goes for a second factory, builds 2 more racks. So going up to 6 racks for now.
Is supply blocked, which sucks. Ice Chingo says, Dark's probably not going to make anything but drones for another 3 minutes anyway. Might as well get a 4th base.
It's true. Does Kier take a 5th? That's the question. Or is he going to go, like, all out on this? Like, that's a saturated 4th base for the Terran. I mean, I guess it's only 3.5 bases, but still.
Yeah, no, it's serious business. The gas, especially, is super helpful here. Yeah, Dark's gonna be like, wait, what? How much stuff are you showing up with?
Did you take the forward expansion? That's probably what Dark's thinking right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Then he sees the depot there, but it's like, oh. All right. Please kill that changeling, Kier. He's not your friend.
Yeah, I'm so used to seeing pros immediately change sight, but Cure today has been like, this guy's fine.
Maybe they're just tired of it after dealing with like Rogue's 90 million changelings. They're like, whatever.
Like, 1 changeling's no big deal. Like it's banelings instead of just a ton of roaches this time. Hooray. Dark's mixing it up on us. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody really work on knocking down those rocks on the map recently. They're usually fine with going through the little plinko there, but Dark's like, screw that.
Ooh.
We're going around. Hey, we got our Ultralisk cavern.
Yeah.
Joy, and join us.
Zergs do like lots of lings, lots of banes on this nice open map.
Getting a huge surround. Oh, yeah. So you got to go through the stupid plinko, and then it's like, oh, you can't surround in there very well.
No, you cannot. Kier on his 4-base powerhouse with 6 mules currently active on this one base.
Yeah, he's doing great. He's at 194 supply with 77 workers at 8 minutes.
He's lost a Marine, but somehow has 100 resources lost, so I guess he canceled something. Oh, that's not good. Lag for a second. Things calm down as Kier stims on in towards Dark's base, forces an evacuation of it. I guess Dark has nothing to deal with the Marines just lifting into the medevac, and Kier seems to realize it. There's Dark's counterattack of what I can only...
800 Zerglings.
That's
yeah.
at least 100 lings looking for a counterattack.
Or a surround, maybe, based on the pathing there. Fires up 15 Banes, waits for those guys to get in. Hatch does end up falling to the Marines and the siege tank. Yeah, man. Cure getting that 4th base really turbocharged this attack for obvious reasons.
2-2 is finishing up for Dark. It's 10 seconds off for Kier. This is the perfect timing for the Zerg to take this fight. As Vipers come on in, toss down Blinding Clouds. Kier is splitting back. He's got Banshees in the sky to help out as well. However, Dark does seem to get a successful wipe on Kier, except for the tanks, a few Banshees, and a few Marines. So doesn't get the cleanup. However, now he's got Ultras on the way, which do not have an answer other than the tanks, really.
Yeah, the Marines are going to do terrible against them, especially with Kindness
Plinko
Plating that's
machine,
already
too.
done.
Can Ultras
Say what?
path through there?
Ooh, we should... I'd like to find out. I don't know if they can fit. They are big boys. Come on, Dark. Try to send an Ultra through there.
Yes, please. We have to know.
He has to.
Banshees,
Look, Banshees are like, oh, you got a lot of stuff that doesn't shoot up. That's cool.
Yep, targeting down Banelings is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Anabolic Synthesis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ultras are coming. Nah, the Ultras went around the outside.
Dark,
Gosh, dang it.
They may go through other ones later on the counterattack. Let's see.
This one. Yes, go. No.
They're going around, so maybe they can't fit through.
It looks like they're pathing around.
They're too thick?
I don't...
Oh, is Kier just dead?
I mean, it makes sense. No. Is he?
It's a lot of Zerg.
It's not looking great.
No, there's Ultras, and he's making Marines. The
Why
Banshees.
is he not making Ghosts? Banshees, save the day.
Come on, shoot the 60 lings on the map. SCVs are running. Kier does have that 5th base lifted off.
Oh, burrowed Ling down there, too.
He's getting swiped by the Ultras, needs to retreat. The tanks do have +2 attack, but oh, that is a disaster.
Oh. Yeah, one of the Ultras goes down thanks to the Siege Tank. The other one goes down thanks to the Siege Tank.
Okay,
The
Kier
Dark's
holds
got
on.
more Ultras, more Lings, getting a Spire to deal with these crazy annoying Banshees while we're at it.
Okay, and there's Kier activating the money printer. He drops 7 mules, although one of them is called in on another mule. Lazy guy. That's unfortunate. Womp womp. Dark is going for a counterattack. The Terran isn't quite in position to deal with that as he's all focused on defending the front. Okay, in go the Banelings. Crashing the gates. There's 3 tanks that can siege up potentially.
Yeah, but then 100 Lings show up, and it's like, oh, what are the tanks doing for us again? Not much.
Yeah,
Especially not
Kier
unsieged.
responds. He's got Liberators and tanks to push the Ultras away. It's not a terrible defense.
No, several SCVs going down there. 53 to 88 now in favor of the Zerg player.
He does have 5 orbitals in the gold base, though, for mules. A decent bank
He does.
for
Who
Kier.
needs 80 workers? He's fine. Nice. Bro Lings tried to be sneaky, but sniffed out by Kier and shut down. You don't win a GSL and get that.
No.
Although he's been tricked by changelings, so who knows? Nidus network on the way.
Okay.
Let's get some Nidus shenanigans going here. +1 flyer attack for the airsoft that exists.
Yeah.
Do we think mutas or do we think corruptors? Probably corruptor.
Probably corruptors, although I wouldn't put it past Dark. I'm just surprised he's trying to win the game with Ultras, man. Okay. Marines having a kite back against these Ultras and Lings. The Marines with 3-3 will do pretty well against the Lings, and the Liberators and tanks are okay against the Ultras to keep them at bay. There's the Nidus at the back, though, and there is no reaction by Kier so far. And there is an Ultra and Lings inside that. Marines are responding, but Marines alone. Oh, no, and the gold base dies.
Well. Oh, Ultralisk way back in that base.
Yeah,
Usually
I
indicates
do
things
not
are bad for
envy
you.
these Marines with the job to try and clean up this Ultra.
Oh,
dear.
they're doing it.
I mean, they're not running either. There they go.
Wow. Flash damage pretty good. Yeah. 199 to 160 supply here. Dark is making... The Corruptors are coming in at the same time. Their flyer attack level 1 is finishing. I love that time. Dark, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Like, Kier's got a nice tank count. He's got 12 tanks. But there's a Nidus. Okay, and a response. Good to see. Okay, Kier makes Vikings to kill that Overlord. Oh, no, no, why are these moving forward? No. Okay, Marines able to help gun down some of the Corruptors. However, Banelings are rolling forward, and the Ultras have been able to breach.
Yeah, now it's just Marines and a couple tanks, and well, you know how that usually goes.
It's a
Ultras are
lot
kinda
of
low on
Marines.
HP. Yeah. Dark remaxing 5 more Ultras, 34 more Lings at a time here. Cure remuling the heck out of that base as much as he.
Oh yeah, 7 Ultras is...
It's a chunk.
It's problematic to say the least. So Kier's like, right, Ultras, creep. I'm turning around.
Just not even bothering with ghosts. He's like, siege tanks and Marines and Liberators can handle this. And so far, he's right.
Yeah.
And you're right, Marauders would be good too, Joel Mang. Where are the Marauders?
Yeah, the Marines are getting really good trades, dealing with the Lings quite quickly, leaving the tanks to handle the Ultras as well as they can, and they're doing it as well as they can. And yeah, all the buffer is gone for the Ultras. And the
then
Marines,
when you have like 40 Marines shooting at them, they do die eventually.
yeah, very slowly, but they do.
Yeah. I like the Corruptors sniping out the Medivacs and the Liberators for sure.
3 more tanks rolling forward. Kier isn't getting any counter damage done to Dark, though, and you don't see Terrans win games where they don't attack the Zerg in this day and age. Like, yeah, he's surviving, but to what end?
To the end of 87 Ultralisks killing all your stuff.
Okay, Dark says it's time to do this again. Lings lead the charge. The Marines are doing okay against them, but he's a little more spread out this time. He's on the high ground, though. Ultra's moving forward against Marines and tanks. There's 4 remaining this time, though. And Kier is dead.
Yeah, this 8th wave of Ultraling got the job. Yo, we got something different. Dark heard me. He's like, you know what, Falcon? You're right. Let's not do the same thing we've been doing all day. Let's get some Ultras out there. Let's win with the Ultras. Make Ultras good again, is what I say. Nicely done, Dark. Yeah, it's really tough that Cure snuck that 4th base out early, got away with it, really benefited immensely from it, and couldn't win despite having that advantage. I do think Ghosts. I do think if your guy's trundling Ultras out there, you need to some snipe on those dudes. Yeah, he killed like 100 Ultras, fair, but he would have killed 110 Ultras if he'd gotten snipe out there. Just my professional opinion.
Yeah, it's just... I don't know. Like, Terrans... I can't remember the last time I saw a game in which Terran was like, yeah, I'm going to sit on 4 or 5, even 6 bases, not touch the Zerg's economy, and then win the game.
Right.
It doesn't happen, it seems. At least in these Korean matches anyway, so, like, the Zerg always wins at that point. It's just a matter of killing the Terran, and they always kill the Terran.
Yeah, and you might lose... You know, the Zerg might lose 800,000 resources worth of stuff, but you will fall over and die in the end.
Because the Terran always dies before the Zerg runs out of money, because it does still take like an hour to mine out a Legacy of the Void map, so. Anyway,
Kier's got his back up against the wall. What is it? We're looking at 3-1 on the score here. Can Kier win the next 2 games in a row and the next one after that? I believe that's called 3 games in a row. I don't know. Against Dark, the way Dark is looking today, doesn't seem likely.
Crazier things have happened.
True fact.
All right. In the upper right, against the ropes, it is Cure.
And in the bottom left, sitting pretty, it's Dark. All right, Cure. He hasn't proxied in a while.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, sniffed it out. There we go. All right, Cure. You took Rogue down with this in our first series today. Can you do it against Dark? Cure's special power is not necessarily able to deal with proxies as well as Rogue is. But you're pretty good at it anyway.
Okay, this Overlord paths north, and it's looking to see this.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Now, this is a 3-rack, so, like, it's pretty powerful. It's kind of the Terran adjustment, it seems, to the 2-racks not being as strong. Is Kier gonna build another Rax?
Wow. Okay.
No.
Laughing Games says no.
Okay.
Here come the drones.
Chasing
That pool
the
is not
SCVs.
done.
Yeah, different approach by Dark to defend this than Rogue.
It really helps. I guess it didn't help Rogue, but, you know, the bunker. Okay, well, if the bunker can't get down in position, it helps a lot. But my goodness, how many drones are off the line here.
Yeah, that is a big, big pull.
Now the bunker's shut down.
We'll see if Kier just tries to start another one on the front and then just sort of play the kiting dancing game. And he does. Dark fires up a spine. Hatchery's being worked on as the Zerg is trying to mine frantically to have resources to defend this. Dark is supply blocked, similar to how Rogue was critically supply blocked in that previous match. And
that's true.
Marines are kiting back against this. Ling's coming after this. Drone's doing a mineral walk. Good move to the right by Kier. Most of the Lings have gone down, and the Marines do an excellent job kiting. Is Kier gonna get another quick and dirty win?
Bunker's not finishing. Spine helps here. Not in a position to help the hatchery, and he's got to
he's
again move it up.
repositioning it.
He did. Rogue did this too, and he immediately lost the spine. A lot of HP off on it anyway.
Yeah, they burrow so
Yeah.
slow when it
Oh.
dies.
Holy
No.
smokes, Kira.
Kier.
Kira gets another proxy win. He has proxy defeated Dark and Rogue today. That is an accomplishment.
Oh, well
And they
done.
both got scouted. Both times it got scouted. Absolutely unhinged plays from Cure here. Wow. Stunned. Just stunned with that. John Solo and Phoenix are like, dude, GG. All right, King's Cove. Well, like we said, Cure needs to win 3 games in a row to pull this off. It's a big ask. It is a ginormous ask. But the way he's been playing in a couple of these games today, man.
Kier is ready. Okay, and away we go. Thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in to the Soup Starcraft Global number 16.
Stretch it out here. Been one heck of a long series.
It has been one of our longer events, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks everyone for tuning on in. It is getting late if we're sounding a little bit tired. But
Would
these
explain
games
a lot.
are worth watching, that's for sure. So,
Mm-hmm.
in the upper left with the dirty proxy, it's Kier.
And in the bottom right, it is Dark. Does he go pool first here to try to counter some shenanigans? Probably not. Zergs don't like doing that. Right, Overlords, you finding anything interesting out here? No, not at all? Okay. Well, at least you guys looked. We appreciate that. And yeah, even a drone checking for proxies here too. Love that. Is he going? He is going fast third. Okay. All right. That's a third hatch coming in at like a minute 30. That's hot.
Yeah.
It's aggressive economically. If Cure's not proxying, then it's really, really good. And Cure's not proxying, so it's really, really good. Oh, there you go. Bring the drones back.
Yeah, this basically means that Zerg gets the second queen a little later and the gas a little later in exchange for a much quicker third. Now,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
forcing out emergency spore.
that late queen punishes Dark.
It does, but the Lings stay on the creep well enough and send the, weaker ones back.
Yeah.
You're fine. Buys time. Queen's out now. It's really not that big a deal.
Yeah, one dead drone.
Yeah.
Kier says, you quick third, I quick third.
Reasonable.
Viking.
Quick
for the
Viking.
Terran.
Yeah. Chasing away those overlords. Pretty good job for a Viking pilot. Yeah, that's an overlord scout checking for battle cruiser opening. I've seen a couple games where Terrans have gone for that on this map. And they usually put their tech up along that left side, so Dark's checking for that, but not going to find much of anything to indicate that's happening because it's not happening.
Yeah, I mean, Neon Violet Square showed that Dark is lax with the scouting and doesn't really care what the Terran does. He just likes to do his own thing. Like, Kier got away with a quick fourth base on location.
Incredible.
Dark just played it out and won anyway.
So good. All right, so we're back into Roaches. We're back into Banshee Cloak. I mean, not that we ever went away from Banshee Cloak from Cure,
Or
except for the
Roaches.
proxy. Yeah, or Roaches all that much.
Wall on the high ground, very important for Kier.
Yeah, pretty normal stuff here. It's just, it's roaches being made. There's that upgrade again. We've got banshees sharking around. Hellions clearing out creep tumors. Ever since they changed the designation of a creep tumor to light, Hellions and Adepts have been very happy about it.
Yeah, that was a good change, I think.
Yeah, seems fair.
Okay, 10 roaches for dark. Seems like they're just safety roaches for now. As he alternates drones and roaches.
Yeah, but he's getting the Carapace upgrade. You don't do that if you're making like 4 roaches.
Yeah. He's also getting +1 melee, 5th hatchery.
That's true. Wheelry Constitution for 4 roaches, though?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe he wants to go into ultras or something quickly again.
It's hard to go quickly into ultras, but yeah.
Yeah, he's got the infestation pit on the way, so he's got plans.
True. Plans upon plans upon plan.
Kier has his 4th base building on location, about to finish up. Dark really doesn't care what the Terran does.
Sure doesn't look like it.
Banshees get 2 drones. There really hasn't been that much harassment. 5 drones dead in total this game. Hellions are moving out. Dark starts to fire up Lings. He's got lots of Ravagers. Keeping those Banshees alive is going to be massively important for Kier to prevent any sort of counter push by Dark, or to at least hinder any such effort. As the Zerg does have that Ravager backbone now, supporting it by adding in lots of Lings. Baneling speed on the way. The Hive is on the way, so maybe we'll see fast adrenal glands. Something like that. Or
I mean, would be good. I'll always say yes to adrenal.
Okay, Kier looks to build his 5th.
Keeping up.
Okay, we're seeing a big drop attempt by the Terran. I like this. You can't just let a Zerg sit back indefinitely. You have to try and win the game eventually, so this could be Kier looking to take momentum early on, establishing a presence.
Now unloading on the edge of the creep there while Banshees clear stuff out, bringing some Hellbats up the center lane as well. Lings jumping on in here. Banelings in the back. They don't have some yet, although it's not too far away. Drilling Claws getting fired up here from Cure. Yeah, that Centrifugal Hooks is finishing up now. And that's probably going to force a cancel on that hatch. Yeah, absolutely. Army entirely out of position to deal with that. Cure got a center attack. Might cancel another. No, okay, not this one. No. Dark is ready for that. Both players maxed out here. Adrenal's getting fired up with another Ultralisk Cavern. Dark's trying to make it happen. Dude's on the ground. Could not get an evac out there, unfortunately. And unloading there is a pretty bad idea as well. So yeah, now Dark's just playing for time. Can I get Adrenal out? Can I get Ultralisks out? Can I get my, chitinous plating out? These are big things that are going to make a big deal.
Yeah. I just don't see how Kier is going to win this game. It's every game we've seen of Zerg at this point, basically. Like, Dark, he's getting up a Nidus, getting up chitinous plating. Like, the Terran isn't going to kill him anytime soon, it seems. And so then it's going to play into late game, but Zerg always seems to whittle down the Terran, so Kier will need to get it, aggressive with a big push at some point soon. It's not going to be easy.
Right, he's getting Ghost this time as well, which is nice. Nice flank attack there from Cure jumping in there. There's a couple changelings in his army, which is hilarious.
Yeah, Dark accidentally runs some Banelings into the rocks, which is not very efficient. However, he does clean out some of these Widow Mines with his Ravagers, forces the Terran back. Kier is looking for some heavy multi-prong harassment, though, as he pushes the middle base. That will be cleaned up. There's the counterattack by Dark. Planetarian tank defending this location. This orbital is not as lucky for the Terran. Kier is looking for damage, though.
Ghost Academy might die. Yeah, losing the Ghost Academy. He does lose it. The existing ghosts are the only ones he's going to have for a while. Start a new one, he doesn't. Man, just multi-prong counterattacking here with these cracklings is so good. It's so inspirational. I base my playstyle around this when I'm playing low B 3v3s.
Hey, you do a pretty good job with those lings and ultras.
Cracklings are good.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Kier, just Dark's counterattack took all the economic momentum away from the Terran. He's rebuilding command centers, trying to land a command center, resaturate a base, and now Dark is looking for another attack. This really took away anything Kier had going for him in the economic front. Now Dark is looking to go for the kill and win the series with 42 Banelings rolling forward. The Terran loses the base. New base is being shut down. There's Marauders eating Banelings. There is a counterattack by Kier, so it's really respectable. Trying to bring damage to his opponent, but then he's just dead on the other side of the map.
Yeah, Fusion Core is going to die, Starports are going to die, supply block from Cure is pretty hefty here as well. 60 cracklings in production. Gets a hatch there, but he's really overstimmed, and a bunch of cracklings can maybe take this down.
So overstimmed, but he will knock Dark down to a lowly 3 bases. If the Terran can hold on, maybe he can whittle Dark down now that he's going to have well, potentially a better economy down the line, but there's 33 SCVs ripe for the picking by these ultras at the natural base. Kier's been trying to make a heck of a play happen, but he eats Banelings. That counter drop gets shut down, and that is looking mighty rough for the Terran as this orbital doesn't burn down, but then Dark is parked in the Terran's natural.
Yeah, Cure coming down this ramp seems like a pretty terrible idea. Nice corrosive bile on a Widow Mine. That's pretty fancy stuff. It's 108 to 65 army supply, and again, Cure is trapped in his main base. So nice counterattack. It was really very cool, but he couldn't deal with this. Can't get out of here.
Yeah,
Medevac's are doing some great heals. Corrosive bile takes down a Medevac. That hurt.
Yeah, respectful effort by the Terran, but like he just didn't do enough damage. Dark's building 3 hatcheries at a time in order to reestablish his macro. Dark may have a hard time containing Cure forever. The Terran will eventually land some of these bases. He's getting Liberators set on up, but he's 77 supply against his opponent.
Yeah, no, not 180 or 74. Not when it's Dark on the other side of that number. He's got more stuff. Oh, some mules down over there. SCV's coming down into an absolute death zone. Yeah. However, the Ling Ravager, waiting for the Ultralisk. That makes more sense.
It's just amazing how quickly a game can go wrong for a Terran against a Zerg like Dark. Kier had like 6 command centers a minute ago, and now he's got nothing. GG.
Well, he tried to make ghosts work, but not enough of them, not quickly enough, and no answer for all those Lings either, so... GG. Dark earns it. He earns his victory here in Soup Starcraft Global number 16. I want to say 17, but that's
16,
the next one. 16. Yeah. 16. Looking good, man. Taking it to 5 against Classic, and then taking it in 6 games here against Cure. So very impressive display, especially if he's also parenting during this event, which we theorized he is.
Yeah, Dark is going out strong prior to his military service, picking up as many wins as he can, and we'll try and have him back before the next event prior to his military service if we can. And yeah,
it'll be good. So thanks again. Thanks for the support we got from viewers like you. And we will be back in probably a couple of weeks. Follow us out on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it for announcements of that. Also, I believe, I've been posting on Blue Sky as well. So Soup's out there, and I'm out there. Just search Soup or Falcon Paladin.
Yeah, I might have to get on that at some point, making a Blue Sky account or something. But
it's not bad.
Yes, thanks so much, everyone, for tuning on in. Check out Falcon Paladin and myself, and we'll be back in 2 weeks' time or so. It's been great to cast. I apologize if my voice was a little bit off. Been just getting over a cold, so I'll be back to casting in full strength soon, hopefully. But yeah, thanks for casting with me as always, Falcon.
Absolutely. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, it's late, guys, so we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for tuning in.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Love y'all. Bye.